Hey, Reese's Pieces. Listen, whenever something comes to me, I have to let you guys know about it and talk about it immediately, or I'll forget. Because you guys, if you know me, my life is crazy and I have a lot going on up here and a lot of stuff that I do on a daily basis. So I forget. But I wanted to share something with you all, and I'm preaching to myself as well. So yesterday was my son's birthday. And as much as I have on my plate, I had a lot going on yesterday. Kalela was sick. She missed school. Comes to find out, she had strep throat. So she's on antibiotics, had to fight with the pharmacist, the pharmacy to get the medicine delivered on time. And they messed it up, ended up having somebody go pick it up. I had to micromanage a couple of my staff members, and then had to coordinate his little birthday, little mini celebration. He had 3 celebrations, and making sure that everyone communicated with each other and who was taking him where and dropping off here and then where we would end up in the evening. So it was a whole lot. But in the process of that planning process, I had to go to the dollar store to get him some balloons and to get some decorations for the table. Very minimal. I got 4 balloons and 2 it ended up escaping. And then I got four balloons, and I got a table cover. That was all. That's all he needed. He had a lot of stuff going on yesterday. So I was sharing with the lady. I said, hey, I need some balloons. I said, my son, he just turned 37, but he's really not 37. If you guys know my son, Kellen, he is high functioning autistic, has all the characteristics of autism, a spectrum disorder. He also doesn't quite like to be touched that much, but is an outgoing, loving person, doesn't know a stranger. Like, he does not fit that characteristic when it comes to autism. So he really likes people. Also, he's really into anime. He's into video games. He's into things that like a kid would like in a lot of ways. So I was sharing with her that although he is turning 37, he is still kind of like 12 or 13, right? So I said, so when you pick out a happy birthday balloon, just keep that in mind. She picked up the perfect one. So there was a lady who was shopping who overheard me saying this. And so she said, I heard that you have a child with autism. She said, I just just saw the most wonderful interview. There are 3 women from across the country. They all met online, and they wrote a book called Autism Out Loud. And she said they were just on the news. It's a #1 bestseller now, and blah, 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 blah. I was like, that's amazing. And I have to share something with you guys, a little bit of transparency. I have been trying to write a book for 6 years. I've had 3 nonprofit organizations. I combined them all into one now, which is the Reese Mensa Foundation. I have served on other boards. I have sat on task force Cincinnati Children's. I was a part of their very first family advisory committee. I am the one who spearheaded that. Was the very first one on that. That was back in the 90s or early 90s. Actually the early 2000s. I'm going up far ahead. I had gone to a conference in New Jersey, racial disparity in healthcare, and brought that information back to Cincinnati, and how family-centered care was a major part of the other coastal states and other states. And we were just behind. Cincinnati was behind. And I had met with the coordinator, the family advisory coordinator, and told her, hey, well, no, she was just the family resource coordinator. They didn't have a family advisory committee until they formed the one that I helped them form, Cincinnati Children's, years ago. This is back in 2002, I think it was. And I've sat on many committees. I have fundraised. I've done outreach with other nonprofit organizations. I have served women. I have traveled the world serving other people and doing missions work. And I've done all these things, right? And I was sitting there and I was really happy for these ladies. I don't even know who they are, but apparently they have children with autism. So I told the lady, I said, oh, that's amazing. I said, I have 4 kids on the spectrum. I said 5 total. Special needs children, 4 on the spectrum, and 1 with a congenital heart defect. And she was like, oh, my word. She says, well, it's called Autism Out Loud. You should read it. I said, sure, I'll do that, And so as I'm shopping, and it just kept it didn't settle well with me. And what didn't settle well with me was I have done all of this work. And then I was like, but I don't have the accolades that many people get. There are people in Cincinnati that get awards all the time, and they're getting honored here in Cincinnati, and they're on committees. And I just saw, a big thing of women of excellence and all these the different Nefertiti awards. There's different awards in city of Cincinnati and in Ohio at most. And I've been doing this thing for 30 years, right? And I've never gotten an accolade or acknowledgement. The only time I got a hero award was out of New York. It wasn't even in my own city. It was out of New York. I got a hero award. Then I had to bring it in. And so this is where I want to share with you. And this is what I want to share with those women and men who are hearing this, who have worked tirelessly in your communities, who have given back. I failed to mention that I have been PTO president, 2 different school districts, LSDMC chair in Cincinnati Public. When I came to Sycamore, I served on their planning commission. I was a PTO president. I chaired quite a few things, and I helped to start the cultural events that we now have in the district 20 years later that are now thriving. I am the one who helped start that, me and another parent. And I just want to share this with you. If you are feeling unrecognized, if you are feeling unappreciated, if you are doing work and you see other people thriving and getting awards and their books are doing well and you've been working hard and it's not happened for you yet because it's not your time. It's not your time yet. I just want to share that with you. I had to minister to myself yesterday. Kim, it's just not your time yet. And so then I'm like, okay, God, when is it my time? And God speaks to us very clearly. There are signs and things that God shares with us that we need to do to prepare. But you always have to be ready. Just be ready, because you never know when something's going to fall on your plate or fall on your lap, and then it will catapult you to those things that you've been working so hard for. So I just want to share with you, keep at it. And let me say this: I do what I do, and I've done for the past 30 years, not to get recognition. That's not why I've done it. I've done it because I love the families that I work with. I love the children I've worked with. I love my children. I love the organizations that I have partnered with and I have served with. And I have been a voice of reason, or maybe been a contributor to what they're doing in their vision. Okay, I do it not for the recognition because I love it. I mean, people ask me, sure. I'm like, sure. I've been a doula for many years. I've helped a lot of women bring babies into this world without asking them for any money because I love it. I love what I do. So I just want to share with you, keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop the joy and love just because you haven't gotten any recognition for all you've done. But guess what? Your time is coming. I promise it is. And I'm speaking to myself. It's coming. Your time is coming. All right, Reese's Pieces, just wanted to share that with you. Hope you have an amazing day. Bye.